welcome to day 16 of VLOGMAS, and welcome to my channel. My friends call me Jelly. I've used a ketogenic journey to lose 206 pounds. The month of December, though, is not about losing weight, just maintaining, relaxing, going up to net carbs from total. Yes, that's a huge difference in my diet. It adds tons of foods back in. The goal for this month, like I said, is just to maintain and not gain any weight. So I'm going to show you yesterday's Fitbit and Carb Manager readings. So my Carb Manager app for yesterday, 13 net carbs, 28 total, 102 fat, 103 protein, 1385 calories. I'm pretty well staying about the same, and I'm not even forcing myself. 7,208 steps, so it's 3.9 miles. It is almost identical each day. It is crazy how my body is just routinely doing the same amount of steps, eating the same amount of food. Like, it's become very natural to me. Okay, you saw those numbers. I am having my first collagen coffee of the day. It is 12:17 here. Rainy and nasty. So I'm having a laundry day. You're going to hear my laundry going probably in the background, and you're going to hear my heater because it is cold, and I have it set to 70 or 63. And like I said, I am freezing, and it makes a loud whistling noise. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do about it. So that's the way they come. I was told 4 or 5 years ago when I bought this place. So what is today's video about other than what I eat today and if I have physical activity and things like that? What's the video going to be about today? Well, I got In Your Carb Confusion by Dr. Eric Westman and Amy Berger. So last night I had trouble sleeping, so I decided to read it. And when I mean read it, I mean I almost all of it, literally. So I will tell you, I didn't read too many of the actual, like, they put in people's stories in it. I didn't read too many of them because I started reading them and I was like, well, my story's way, more in depth than that story. So that story isn't helping me any. And I want all the information out of this book. So there is quite a few of those stories here or there. You can see I marked stuff because I just thought the way they were explaining stuff and comparing it was really awesome and cool. They compare it to cars. I marked some stuff for my mom to look at. I'm trying to find one comparison that I really liked. The car one. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Like, okay, there's one insert I'm going to read a little bit. Remember, this is someone else's book, so I'm not going to read you every page and stuff like that. Well, I'm going to tell you something that you don't get from the seminars and you don't get from buying page 4. I'm going to tell you what that is in just a second. Okay, and this will be, we will discuss this again when January starts, because we are going, at least I am, do a challenge using this book. Let's get back to our road trip. Oh, I think I skipped something. Let's see. When you're on the road, you care about your destination. There are thousands of other drivers on the highway, but you don't need to know where they're headed. You only need to know your route, your next turn. Those thousands of other drivers didn't start where you started. They are not going to the same place you're headed. So their route, their routes, their destination, how they get there, has nothing to do with you. So I'm basically just going to sum it all up because there's tons like that. And I don't want to read exactly what they wrote. So what they are saying is we are all driving different cars. Like, they name every brand of car out there. Some of the cars are brand new with no issues, and the driver is like 20. Then you have old cars with 200,000 miles on it, and the driver might be 60. They didn't use this analogous, I'm adding to it, the driver part. And there might be a new little sports car on that road who goes really, really fast. Say a driver about 40, 50, having a midlife crisis. So, you all started off somewhere differently. You all are traveling in different vehicles. The driver is different in all the vehicles. And you're all going somewhere else. That's how you need to look at a weight loss journey. We're all in a different vehicle. Our bodies. Our bodies, like a car, has all different issues. I mean, you might be the new little sports car, and you might be a 20-year-old driving it instead of a 40-something-year-old, and never dieted before, no health issues. You're going to zoom past everybody probably and get there way faster. And you might not have as far to go as the 60-year-old or the 40 or even the 15-year-old who is trying to lose weight. So don't compare yourself to anyone else, and don't let anyone else compare themselves to you. And what I mean by that, don't let them tell you the whole crap, which this talks about the whole crap of calories in, calories out, saying exactly what I say, that it's all, don't let them. It is bullshit when people say, eat less, move more. It's calories in, calories out. And that part of the book I loved reading over and over again, because that is what I have been preaching. That is what so many people and scientists say. Because guess what? Do you know those calories, how they got them? How they came up with how much calories each thing is, and how much energy, I'm in my new book, how much energy you have to use to burn them in a retarded way. Think of it this. There's this box. They put the food in it, like let's say avocado, and they burn it until it doesn't exist anymore. That's how many calories and how much energy it takes to burn that avocado. The box is completely enclosed. There's no outside environment affecting that box. There's no hormones affecting that box. There is nothing affecting that box. So that is stupid, because we are not a box. We have hormones. We have emotions. We have a sleep issue. We process stuff differently. We have anxieties, depressions. We have the environment poisoning us or driving us crazy. We are not a box. Like, we are not sitting inside a box burning off that avocado. So calories in, calories out, for most people, is bullshit. It really doesn't work. Because if it did, you could eat 900 calories and do like hours of exercise, and you should be skinny real fast, right? No, because unlike the burning box, our body adjusts. God gave our body the ability to stay alive. Especially if you're a woman, this is going to be harder, and you're of childbearing age. Because now our body is like, oh my gosh, you are putting us to all this work and you're starving us? Well, we need to burn less of those calories that you're putting in this body, because you're going to kill us otherwise. So we need to adjust all our functions again and use less of those calories. This is where you get fat. This is where, even if I hadn't had polycystic ovary syndrome and that stuff, you can get fat eating only 600 calories a day. Don't let any person tell you otherwise. If you're working your ass off constantly and you're only eating about 600 calories a day, you can start gaining weight. And there are tons of people that will back me up, tons of research, tons of everything that will tell you that is true. Okay, everyone's going by this old research, by a burning in the box research. Everyone thought keto was wrong too and was horrible, right? And tons of people still do. But one day in the future, they're all going to see that the original research was wrong. Just like the burning in the box. That is retarded. Because that is not us. Now, I am not yelling if you're a YouTuber and you truly believe that calories is all that matters and that a calorie is a calorie, whether it comes from sugar or where it comes from the avocado. That is your belief, your channel, how you want to do it. I will never disrespect someone and go to their channel and tell them they're wrong. That is not who I am. For my channel, I believe this research, and I've done tons of it myself. Basically, an avocado is full of fat. Let's say you eat the same amount of calories from an avocado as you do the sugar. Which could make you fat sooner. And yes, there is an answer. It is sugar, especially if you have any hormone imbalances too, or diabetes, anything like that, insulin resistance. They use an analogy. You have 1,000 pounds of brick. You have 1,000 pounds of feathers. They are both 1,000 pounds. You're going to build a house. Which one do you want to build it with? Which one's going to stand up? Which one's going to act correctly and do what it's supposed to? And which one is just going to lay there in a big pile and not protect you, not do anything, not build a house? It's kind of like that. I love this book. This is what I believe in. But like I said, I'm not downing anyone. If you totally believe in the calorie thing, if you totally believe in, all the other stuff, and that, yeah. But I have a question. Why do you have to keep lowering your calories lower and lower and lower and add more and more exercise? Because some people don't think it can plateau type deal. If you go under your calorie deficit. Because your body has changed your calorie deficit lower and lower and lower to stay alive. That's the problem here. That's why, Keto in the Chaos, she is doing a reverse diet. She believes the whole calorie thing, and it works amazing for her, but she is driving a car that doesn't have a million diets in it. It didn't break down a billion times. It doesn't have a million things wrong with it. She's very fortunate with that. She didn't do yo-yo dieting like the rest of us because she had all those beautiful babies. So it works great for her. And if you want to learn about reverse dieting, because I don't have to do it, my body doesn't make me gain weight just because I raised my calories almost 1,000 more than I was during the summer every day. Like literally, I'm eating like close to 30,000 more calories right now a month than I did this summer per month. Like, I jumped it that high. I don't have to do it because calories don't affect me. If calories really do affect you, she's doing reverse dieting. She's showing you how you can add stuff and slowly go up and not hurt it. So check her out. Because calories are not an issue for me. For me, it's a hormonal imbalance, insulin resistant, tons of health problems. So, also in this book is 3 phases. You just heard me, 3 phases. 3 phases. Okay, 3 phases, not just page 4. Page 4 is phase 1. So if you've never done page 4 before, it's basically you can have protein all you want all day long. Now, remember, hot dogs and stuff like that has added carbs, so you have to count them because you can only have 20 total carbs a day. You can have 2 cups of green leafy vegetables a day and 1 cup of things like mushroom, bell peppers, green beans, tomatoes, cucumbers, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. There's a whole list of stuff like that, but only 1 cup. So when I make a salad, I have to layer it because I want bell peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes, and cucumbers in it. So I take a cup and literally layer the stuff in it so I can have it all. You get like 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of some kind of fatty stuff like butter or oils. You get 4 ounces of cheese. You cannot have nuts, and you don't, I'm pretty sure they took off the berries on the newer page 4 too, so no berries. Limit your sweeteners. You can have some salad dressings, but remember, you gotta watch your carbs. The sour cream and cream cheese is in there with the fat area, so you don't really get a lot of that either. But you can have all the protein. You can have pork rinds, beef sticks, all that kind of stuff for snacking as well. And that's phase 1. Then there's phase 2 and 3. I didn't read those phases yet because there is a test you do inside the book, and you mark off each thing that applies to you, and at the end you add up the number. Whatever number has the highest in that phase, that's the phase you start with. Sadly, I'm still at phase 1. After 3 years on keto, I'm still in phase 1, literally, because the questions are like, BMI, is your BMI below, like, between 25 and 29? I think mine is a 29. I don't remember, to be honest, and it's on that phone. Then your abdominal area, is it over 35 inches for a woman? Yes, mine is over the 35 inches, so that's phase 1 checked again. Do you have type 2 diabetes? Are you pre-diabetic? I'm not anymore, so I would not check that, and that's only phase 1 if you check that. Like, do you have IBS? I've had IBS my whole life, so that's phase 1. Migraines, phase 1. Brain fog, phase 1. High blood pressure, no, not anymore. Gout issues, no. Heartburn, phase 1 is for heartburn, people. Fatty liver, no, my fatty liver is gone as normal liver again, thank God. Chronic kidney disease, no. Fibromyalgia, phase 1. Do you have any skin tags? That's phase 1. I have 0. Used to have it because that comes with diabetes and pre-diabetics. Do you have mood swings? That's phase 1 if you check yes. Do you have severe menstrual cramps? Do you have PMS? That's phase, I think that's phase 1. Yep, phase 1. Do you have polycystic ovary syndrome? Phase 1. Oh my gosh. Do you have gestational diabetes? No, I'm not pregnant. And then there's questions for men in here. Oh my gosh. Do you have a family history of type 2 diabetes? So that would be phase 2. I would click. I click so much on phase 1 that it puts me back on phase 1 with page 4. That's what page 4 is. And we're gonna do that in January. So we will cover some more of that stuff, and you can do it with me if you want, because I'm gonna go through all 3 stages. That's what I've decided. I don't know if I'm gonna do phase 1 for a week, 2 weeks. It kind of suggests to do phase 1 until you're almost at your weight goal. Well, I'm almost at my weight goal, but I can still check all those things. So we're gonna start phase 1 again, January. So page 4, January. And maybe a week, maybe 2. I don't know. Then we're gonna move into phase 3. 2 and 3. So 2, you get to add a lot more stuff in, but phase 3, I was in shock. It's more like low carb than keto, in my opinion. I did not finish reading it because I didn't want all this information in my head, since I'm going to be doing them step by step in January. I was trying to find where it was. I thought I marked it, but I didn't. But it, you get so much, and you get to go, well, it's probably more like what I'm doing right now, because you get to go to net carbs, which I really like. So this book is a little expensive. It's $30. However, especially if you're brand new to keto, this will be your Bible, your keto Bible. I am not joking. This is the most easiest. Cut down, how to understand, intelligent, not confusing, plain, simple, not too much information per page, even some people's stories. I have to give this a book as number 1. This is my favorite, and I wish anything this book was when I started keto, because the book I read was very confusing, gigantic, did not dumb down anything. Yeah. So some people stay in phase 1 for life. I know tons of people that follow Dr. Eric Westman, and they've been on his panels, and they've been phase 1 for 20, 30 years now, you know, like even before. Because he's been doing it a long time. I just can't remember when. I think it was in the 80s he started. Let's see. Trying to see if it said exactly how many carbs on phase 3, because I really want to know that one. So it's in here somewhere. I think it's a really good book, and I'm not a big seller on go buy this book or go buy that book. I mean, he breaks down how to read a nutrition thing on the back of stuff. I remember in phase 1 you don't subtract anything, so no sugar, alcohol, no, it's not net carb, it's total carb. So buy most stuff you like, probably. Also, there's no putting in carb manager if you don't want to. That was the hard part for me. I still wanted to know. But it literally, as long as you obey the rules, like 6 olives max a day, stuff like that, you won't go over the 20 total carbs. As long as you pay attention to the meat you're eating and make sure it's not added with a bunch of stuff. So, it even tells you what to eat at what phases. Like, literally, like foods to grab, it'll be like a hard-boiled egg. Say you go into the grocery store or a convenience store and you need to grab some food and leave. It's like hard-boiled egg, string cheese, cheese sticks, packs of cream cheese, beef jerkies, plain, original, because barbecue, teriyaki, all of them have too much sugar, pork rinds, pepperoni, hot dogs without the bun, and some nuts. Now that is for phase 2 and phase 3, because phase 1 you don't get nuts. Cheese crisp, like it gives you like survival packs, what to do. So yes, this gets an A+++ from me. I really think this was a great book. Now we are about to try something, so give me 1 second. And I will probably make breakfast. I don't know, I've been so lazy, I just don't feel like cooking lately. So I was asked to try this bad boy right here on camera. Usually I don't try these, but the ingredients aren't bad. There's no nut in here, no nothing like that. So we're going to give it a shot. So this will be 210 calories, so like the double chocolate protein, perfect keto cookie, 17 total carbs, 4 fiber, 10 sugar alcohols. The sugar alcohols are stevia extract and monk fruit. So, okay. We're going to give it a try. It's processed in the facility with nuts though, but it doesn't actually have nuts in it. I think I should have opened it before the video. Good grief. Hold on. They definitely did not want that sucker to dry out. That was hard. Okay. So, I've heard some people warm these up, but I'm not going to. This is what it looks like. It looks like it's going to fall apart. It is made with coconut flour. We're only doing a small bite because I don't know with all this flex seed type stuff. Okay. It smells like a blueberry muffin. Two things. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, company. Other people might love you. I'm a texture person, and I don't even know how to explain the texture of that thing. It kind of melts completely once it gets in your mouth, but it's almost like it's got coconut flakes left in there or something. And it's the fake blueberry flavor. Like, I don't taste real blueberry. This isn't something that I could even eat to make myself like. Like, it says natural flavoring. That does not taste natural to me. Maybe because I'm making real GMs and stuff. There's something in there, and there's something in there my body doesn't like. It's already burning in my stomach really bad. But I'm not saying you won't like it, because I am a texture person, I'm a taste person, I am the total, I don't always agree with people, because some people love those Quest lemon things, and I think they were the grossest thing ever. So, I am not saying you're not going to like it. I'm not saying you're going to mind the texture at all. I'm saying I can't stand that texture. Wow. Completely stopped up nose instantly, and there shouldn't be anything I'm allergic to. I don't like the texture, and I don't like the taste. There's no way I would waste my carbs. There's no way I would waste my money. But that doesn't mean you might absolutely love it, because we all have different textures and tastes. I don't want to be mean to a company, but it's not my cup of tea. I'll stay with Perfect Keto. I'm in love with theirs right now. It's 1 o'clock. I'm having my first meal of the day. I'm having my 2 pancakes, and I used half a thing of protein shake inside of it today. 1 tablespoon of my blueberry jam, 1 tablespoon of butter, and 5 pieces of bacon with 3 eggs. So there's 3 eggs in here and 1/3 carb quick. Also having 1 tablespoon of the cream cheese spread. This is one of the ones I can eat with no problem. I can also have the Sprouts brand, but it's more carbs. Mix these up. I'm going to put a screenshot of the front and back of this so y'all can really look at it and make it last for a few minutes on the screen. All I had to do was put some eggs and butter and stuff in it. This is what it looks like. I don't know. I just pulled it out of the oven. We'll see in a minute. Supposed to make 12 servings. I only cut them in 9, and look how tiny. Like, and that's homemade whipped cream on top. Really, really small, people. Like, this is a little bowl that, I don't even know what these little tiny bowls are made for. They're not a dessert bowl. They're really tiny. Still hot. This is what it looks like. Doesn't smell like a brownie once it's cooked. Before, it did taste like it raw. I've had keto brownie mixes before, and I like them by other companies, but you can definitely tell it's coconut flour. It's very, I don't know. Definitely not brownie, more like cake. And I did use the brownie recipe on the back. Better adding some sprinkled monk fruit. I mean, it's 12 carbs if you were dumb and ate the whole pan. 12 net carbs. But, hold on. Let me see if I can doctor it. So I put Chalk Zero caramel syrup and their white chocolate chips on top. Let's see. Made it taste better. It's not worth $10. That's how much that stuff costs. It doesn't even taste like a brownie to me. Alright, let's discuss something else real fast. First of all, wouldn't waste my money on it. Not a brownie, maybe chocolate cake. And yes, I did follow the brownie recipe because it has a cake recipe on the back too. The next thing is my stomach is extremely swollen. I didn't go up in weight supposedly, but my stomach is very watery, poofy, horribly ascended, not feeling great. I don't know if it's from the pork rinds I've been eating, if it's because I ate a lot of the sour cream in the last 2 days, because that is a side effect, or is it the sandwich meat I've been eating, because that's been a side effect too. I don't think it's the carb quick, but I don't know, because I went a couple of days without eating any, and now I have bloat going on, bad bloat. So, and this is where I drive myself crazy. This is where I told myself this month I was going to take a break and not think about it. But I'm uncomfortable. My skin is stretching, feeling like I don't feel amazing. So, I don't even know if I'm having dinner tonight. I feel so miserable from bloat. And like I said, it can be any of those things, or it could be those evil little hamburgers from McDonald's last night, which it might just well be, because that is something that I have not been eating. That is something I just got yesterday, and boy, my tummy has not felt great ever since. So I'm not cutting anything out. I'm gonna just stick to what I'm doing and just not get McDonald's, and we'll see. Because it's Spearmint month, and then January we're gonna go into the phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. I don't know how long it's going to take to get the phase 3, but we will see. And we're going to add exercise back in, because I think that's one of my problems. But I didn't tell Dino, but I hurt this elbow today. I was taking clothes out of the washing machine and hit it really, really, really hard, like I did that one. And this one is still hurt really bad, and now this one's hurt on top of it. And it's just like, it's not a good month. Does anyone else get clumsy when it's that time of the month? Shark Week comes and I am clumsy city. I'm breaking bones, hurting myself, falling. All kind of crazy stuff happens during Shark Week for me. Is that just a weird me thing, or is other people get that? Or am I just weird?